could convert into a solid, strong citizenship. Particularly, I love Brazil for this reason. There's a golden visa with just 30 days of physical presence. The CEO of Telegram, a lot of us use the app Telegram. What's particularly bizarre is the reason why the CEO got arrested. He's a techie who designed this app. A lot of budding techies who have regular jobs and they're doing something on the side. Maybe they're creating an app, maybe they're creating a service, maybe they're trying to create something using AI, and this has sent shockwaves amongst the community. And I'm talking about CEO Pavel Durov, who got arrested in France. He's originally from Russia. He's a Russian-French billionaire, founder, CEO of Telegram. And the reason they're quoting, the French authorities immediately arrested him at the airport. Now, what really doesn't help in this case is the French passport. A lot of people think that they have the American passport, or the Australians think that they have the Australian passports. Or let's say you get an EU passport, maybe it's Portugal or maybe it's a French passport. Now, sometimes having that one powerful passport which makes you think that that's the end of the story, you're secured. No, that could absolutely backfire. And this is one of the biggest reasons why people need a second or a third passport. I'm going to explain the reasons, but first let's look at this episode. There was an arrest warrant and he was arrested because there was lack of moderation that he implemented on the platform. So French think there should be a certain amount of moderation. How much, we don't know, but because he didn't have moderation mechanism on the platform, that was a cause for a criminal arrest for this CEO. Now, some people would obviously try and justify this. Right or wrong, we are not getting into that situation, but this sort of thing can happen knowingly or unknowingly with any of the people, right, who are trying to do a business. It's maybe an app development or a real company that you're trying to establish. One would think, well, I have a French passport. That's the end of the story. I'm in France on a French passport. I am in a solid position. And this came to light when I was talking to a friend of mine, and she's like, hey, I mean, one is good. Why would anyone seek a second one? That doesn't make any sense. Well, that may not make sense to people who aren't aware of the ramifications, right? But every single person, in my opinion, and this is not immigration advice, this is my personal opinion, in today's day and age, maybe it's a woman, maybe it's a man, every single person needs to have a secure alternate citizenship. So when they come to arrest you for right or wrong reasons, well, I'm not advocating any wrong reason, but sometimes you are right. Maybe the government makes a wrong decision. Maybe they don't know what they're doing. Maybe they're corrupt politicians making decisions. And I'm not talking about France in particular over here. Maybe this situation does qualify. Maybe they're doing the right thing. I don't know. But I'm just saying in general, if you are confronted with a situation, you think you're an American in America feeling secure, or you're a Frenchman in France feeling secure, you got to think again. Let's say in this case, he's a French citizen in France. He does not have consular access to other jurisdictions. But let's say he was in Brazil as a Brazilian, then Brazil does not extradite people, right? So he has the time to sit and figure out what the hell is going on. He has the time to fight his case out, clear his name, and then get back on to life. But if he does not have that option, like he doesn't right now, and he thinks he is in a solid position because he has the French citizenship, the French passport, then my friend, sorry, he is sadly mistaken. Now the French authorities are going to try him as a French citizen. There's no other country that's going to interfere in this matter. And that's why it's very important to grab a residency, right? And sooner rather than later, that residency then converts or could convert into a solid, strong citizenship. Particularly, I love Brazil for this reason. There's a golden visa with just 30 days of physical presence. You're purchasing a very cheap property. You can rent it, you can live in it, you can do pretty much whatever. Maybe it's a beach facing condo, And in Brazil, you could get the golden visa, 192K in the property, and you get this amazing option. This does lead to citizenship eventually. Of course, for citizenship, you would need more time commitment. Similar is an option with Dominican Republic, one of my favorite places. I'm going to create more content on Dominican Republic because this is a very fast citizenship option, right? In 6 months to 2 years, you have options where you can apply for naturalization. There's easy entry into the golden visa. You can either use your active income via conversion to qualify, you can use the passive income to directly qualify, or you can purchase a condo worth 200K to gain a direct permanent residency, which does not define any minimum physical presence on the ground. So Dominican Republic is a very solid option. A lot of people, in fact, some presidents look at Dominican Republic as a very good, solid option. There's one such president that I interviewed on my channel who also thinks Dominican Republic is one of his favorite countries for various reasons. And I think in particular for protection, because in such situations, such countries really come in handy. The other country, the third country on this list is Colombia. A lot of people, and that's the reason why Colombia got so much popularity, because it does provide you with a lot of protection even the times are bad. A lot of stupid people jump up and down saying how unsafe a particular country is, but use some brains and use some common sense. We're talking about the benefit, right? Same is the case with South Africa. South Africa has a dateless, lifelong, permanent residency. I think this option is worth its weight in gold. All you're looking at is a very paltry donation to the government, 6,800, and this residency could be yours. And one of my all-time favorites is the Mexican option. We can get you the car in a single day. And all these options that I'm talking about, we have solid attorneys, not just one, a team of attorneys in different places. So whichever city you want to land in a particular country, the ones that we talk about, we can get you started. You can always click the link, book a call. We can discuss the best option, and it's always good to discuss a few options. Maybe it's 1, 2, or 3 options that you want to sequence at different points in time in your life. You want to collect multiple citizenship options so you don't sit and rely on your solid, strong single country passport. You want to have weaker countries, you want to have exotic countries, and then you want to have some plan B's, plan C's, plan D's in play if you feel there is threat in future. And this doesn't depend upon you doing anything wrong. Even if you're a techie, even if you're doing a job, if you're trying to design an application, whatever the case might be, the world is crazy. If you have no money, no one is going to give a about you. But if you have any money that you're earning, or if you suddenly start becoming successful, there's a good chance that you could get criminally prosecuted if you go wrong, right? If you make mistakes. And before you go in that direction, it's very important to solidify and secure your position once you have the strength. And one of the important things that I would stress upon is you should always stay away from wrongdoings, but sometimes it's not your mistake. The government, some draconian governments come out with some crazy rules and you could get trapped. At the time when you get trapped, there's nothing that can save you. And once you have a criminal charge on your background, no country is going to give you any benefit. So this time is the right time to grab your benefit, so that once you get to that situation, you are solidified, you're protected, you have your rights secured, you can sit in your alternate plan B, plan C, plan D country, fight it out, right? And you have won multiple options because you don't know based on what situation, which country might offer you the best protection. That's where when you have multiple options, you can exercise your consular protections in different interesting parts of the world, right? No one country is secure. So if you ask me what is the best secure country, no, there's no answer to that. The answer is multiple countries in the bag. So you can pick the country that's not troubling you, right? You can pick the country that's safe at that point in time. You can pick the country that offers you unique, distinct legal advantage at that point in time. and then you can switch bases based on how fluid your situation is. I hope you liked this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed because I keep sharing new programs and changes, tips, tricks, hacks, analysis, and news updates. So if you are subscribed, you will stay notified on all the changes. All right, catch you in the next one.